Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a makeup haul. I went shopping over the weekend and I went to Sephora and Ulta, and let me tell you, I spent way too much money. I had a few things on my list and I think I came home with like 20 things. This is just a few of them that I'm going to share with you today. It is a mix of both makeup and skincare. I am wearing some of it, I've been using some of it the last few days, so I'm just going to kind of give you a little bit of a mini review on it, a little bit of first impressions. I will be swatching some things for you, so go ahead and stay tuned. Before I do jump into the video, I did want to mention that I apologize for the state of my backdrop. It will not be like this in the next video. I have just been doing homework all day and I did not have any time to iron it, but I did want to sit down and make this video, so disregard it for now. The second thing is my hair. Like I said, I was doing homework, it was in a bun. I didn't do anything with it today. It's really frizzy, it's really flat. Just ignore it, it usually doesn't look like this. Alright, so without further ado, we are going to start with Sephora. Sephora was one of the last stores we went to, and by then my budget was kind of maxed, and I'm like, I'm not gonna buy anything. And then we walked in, and then I saw Fenty Beauty. I didn't think I was gonna purchase a foundation, but here we are. This foundation retails for $34, and it claims to be medium to full coverage, long wear, and light as air. It also has a matte finish, which I am all about. I love matte foundations. The reason I bought this is because I really want to make a series on foundation that is in the lightest shade of a brand, of a product. So I went ahead and got this. I did get matched in the lightest shade, it doesn't surprise me. And I'm curious to see if it works for me just as well as it's working for those deeper skin tones. So if you are interested in really light foundations, you have a tricky undertone like I do, look out for those videos because they are coming. I have at least 20 foundations just like waiting. Tons of different brands, high-end, drugstore, just stay tuned for those. With that being said, I am going to make a separate video for this, so I will not be swatching this today, but I will show you the packaging for it. It is in this beautiful soft touch glass. Chances are you've already seen it. Maybe you're like one of those 5 people who haven't, but this is it. It is beautiful. It has a pump, which I love foundations with a pump. Besides the foundation, I also went ahead and bought one of her matchsticks. They retail for $25 and they are magnetic, so they stick to each other like everyone has been obsessing over. They're so travel friendly, and I swatched this shade and like had to have it. This is the shade Confetti. This one is very intense, very prismatic, very pretty on my skin tone. And I am a sucker for really cool pink toned highlighters. I think they look beautiful on my skin and I like loved it. Another honorable mention that I cannot wait to purchase, and that was the shade Starstruck. It was beautiful. It was a matchstick just like this one. A lot more of a natural kind of glow, yet still really intense, which I love. I did also swatch the gold highlighter that everyone has been like dying over, and it looked awful on my skin tone. I knew it would. Golds don't look good on my fair skin. They never have, but it was probably the most fun I've ever had swatching a highlighter. If you have a deeper skin tone, buy that for me, please. Like, I wish I could wear that. It is so pretty. Just like swatched a little bit in my hand and I was just like, I just kept going. It was like all over and I just loved it. However, I will say the white shade was so disappointing. Like, the gold was so cool and I'm sure it would look so good on like an olive skin tone or really deep skin tone. So I thought the white one would look really pretty on mine, and it just looked terrible. It didn't show up, it had like no shine, so I don't really know what's going on with that one. Regardless, I will be trying these two in another video. I'll be swatching both. I will be wearing this as well as doing like a 8-hour wear test on it, so stay tuned for that. Alright, the last thing I purchased at Sephora was the Kat Von D blotting powder in the shade Fair. This is something I had been looking at for a really long time. I love me some setting powder, let me tell you. I am someone who really struggles with foundation settling weird in my laughter lines and in the creases under my eye. I have like creases like you wouldn't believe under my eye. But none of these powders ever seem to work for me, but this one does. I love this one. It retails for $29, which is kind of a little bit on the pricier side, but something I'm absolutely willing to spend. It does come with this a little sponge, which I love. Just throw it in there, throw it in my purse. It's great for touch-ups. It's great for getting rid of any like oil that might pop up through my foundation. It's just been great to like set my foundation in general, even though it's not technically a setting powder, it's a blotting powder. I think it does an amazing job at setting everything. Foundation, concealer, I'm wearing it right now and my skin just feels nice. As I mentioned, I was doing homework earlier and I have been wearing this for like 4 hours, and you can see that my makeup has like barely budged, and I definitely think it's because partly to do with this, partly to do with another object I purchased, but I love this consistency, the packaging, it's just great. I just love it. I've been using it for a few days now and I can't stop. Next up we have my Ulta purchases. I always buy skincare products when I go to Ulta, so I will be doing the skincare last, but I will start with the makeup I purchased to just kind of wrap up my makeup. So the first thing I bought from Ulta is something that I've been looking at for a really long time, but just haven't really jumped on it due to the price, and that is the 3-in-1 Hangover Primer / Setting Spray from Too Faced Cosmetics. This baby retails for $32. Oof. Typically, I mean, if it's a primer, I don't mind spending that much, but if it's a priming spray, I'm a little more leery of it. I think priming sprays are kind of a gimmick, for my skin at least. I feel like I really need to get something like on there, not just like spritz something. But that being said, I've heard really great things about this. I've heard that it makes your skin really tacky before foundation, so it really just helps it stick. It claims to be a weightless 3-in-1 coconut water infused mist that primes, sets, and refreshes makeup. So this, they claim, will do all. I've heard it primes way better than it sets, but we will see how it acts on my skin. And regarding the price, although it was $32, I am holding it now and it is 4 ounces and it just feels like a lot of product. I didn't get a chance to try this. I used a different setting spray, which I will talk about in just a second here, but I am anxious to try it. I have been waiting so I could just kind of open it out of the box for you here in this haul. I'll get back to you on this one for sure. The next 2 products are from NYX. Although I wasn't particularly looking for any drugstore makeup this haul, I was kind of looking at more high-end stuff. They were doing a buy one, get one 50% off, and I just couldn't really resist. The first thing I bought is the NYX Ombre Blush in the shade Soft Flush. I haven't really seen too much about these. I know they're not new. I've definitely seen them at drugstores before. It wasn't until recently that I started really loving blush. I used to absolutely hate it, never wear it. I thought it looked way too like pigmented on my fair skin, but now I love it. I just can't stop wearing it, so I keep buying it. This retails for $10. The one thing I really don't like about this right off the bat is the compact. It doesn't move past this. The mirror just seems kind of awkward to me, but the actual like color and pigment itself is beautiful. It goes from this really pretty peachy color to this white, gorgeous, almost like highlight blush combo. I've used this once and I really loved the way it looked. I'm really happy with this purchase, which kind of surprised me since I wasn't looking for a blush, but I really liked it. The other item I ended up getting half off was the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. I love this setting spray. I mean, usually I'm kind of like a die-hard Colourpop setting spray. I usually use the aquamarine one. This one beats it by like miles and miles and miles. The actual spray on this one is amazing. It is like such a fine mist. It just seems like it really evenly distributes. However, the one thing I will say about this is the scent is kind of nasty and it gets in your mouth and it kind of has a chemical taste to it, but I can definitely overlook it because I wore this today and like my makeup hasn't moved. In combination with the Kat Von D, it's just like a dream team. And this product retails for $8 normally. I got it for $4 with the 50% off, but I think it's definitely worth the money. The last makeup item I purchased from Ulta was something that was kind of completely on a whim. It's something I swatched and just like couldn't leave the store without. It was kind of one of those moments. And that is the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter in the shade Transcendence. The packaging is really great for this before I open up and show you. Transcendence is this pink prismatic shade and it is gorgeous on my skin tone. I am such a sucker for these prismatic-y, pinky, highlighty shades on my fair skin. I think they look gorgeous. It's one of those colors that I feel a lot of other skin tones don't pull off as well as lighter skin tones, or it's harder to wear them. So it's kind of this one thing that I'm just like, this, I have this, I love this, and I just wear them a lot. I will say that the payoff for this product isn't as much as I would like it to be for a $32 highlighter, but I think it actually works in this shade's favor. Because most prismatic kind of pink highlighters tend to be so intense, it's like blinding, and it's like, you know, it's a look when you wear those highlighters. It can't be subtle. But this one has a way of being like subtle crazy at the same time, and I love that. I'm wearing it right now. These lights kind of washed out just a little bit, but it is a little slightly more pink than it's showing up on camera, but I love it. I think it's fun to apply. The cushiony formula is great. I'm definitely gonna look at the other shades of this. All right, moving on to skincare. Skincare is something I'm kind of new to, I'll admit, but I absolutely love. For about like 2 months now, I've been trying tons of different products. I've really narrowed down what I like, what I don't like. The first thing I purchased was from The Body Shop, and this is their Tea Tree Foaming Cleanser. I have their whole tea tree line, and let me tell you, it's my holy grail. I love it. I use it every day. And when I originally bought it, I didn't know they had a foaming cleanser. I bought their usual, there's like their usual face cleanser, which is kind of more of a gel formula, whereas this one is true to being a nice foam formula. Because it's a foaming cleanser, I just like the way it works with my cleaning sponge better than the typical cleanser. I will say, if you don't like the smell of tea tree, you will hate this collection. It does not smell good. It's not meant to smell good. It's meant to be tea tree oil, which kind of has this very strong, earthy, kind of strange scent to it. But it works so well on my skin that I don't even care what this smells like. I have it in the body wash, I have it in two of the face washes, the toner, the under eye cream. I just have it in like everything because it just does an amazing job. I bought this for $15. I recommend anything from them. I love The Body Shop. The last 2 items I purchased at Ulta were both Korean skincare products. This is something I'm a little bit newer to, but really loving. I have yet to be disappointed by anything from any kind of Korean skincare brand or product. These 2 are no exception. The first thing I got is the Silky Smooth Balm from Tonymoly, and this is their egg pore. Their packaging is so cute for this. I love it. I use this after I've already moisturized and primed my face, right before I'm gonna put on foundation, just like you would use a pore filler. And it is just a white balm that you just rub right on, you know, those really tricky pore areas, and it does a great job of filling them. I've used a lot of other pore fillers that I'm not a huge fan of. They don't do anything for my skin, but this one actually works for sure. I think it's way better than the professional one from Benefit Cosmetics, and I definitely like it more than the NYX pore filler as well. This is definitely something I'm going to be repurchasing. This was $20, which is kind of steep when you look at other Korean skincare items, but I think it's definitely worth it, and this will probably last me a pretty long time. And I've saved the best for last. This product, the first time I used it, was like life-changing. I love this, and that is the Egg White Pore Foam from Skinfood. I use a few other things from Skinfood that are really good. They don't work quite as well as this does, but still amazing. And this is a kind of a strange formula, kind of a strange step to add to your makeup routine, but I love it. And the best part about this is it's only $11, and it is a lot of product, and you use so much, like so little at a time. It's gonna last me forever. Holy grail right here, love it. What it is a face wash that you add to your skincare routine or your priming routine, and what it does is you apply it to wet hands, massage it into your skin, and rinse with cold water, and it literally shrinks your pores. It works. Like, you can literally watch your pores shrinking, and I am someone who struggles with my pores, especially the ones right here. They just get so big and gross, but this like did it. It just did it. What I do is I typically wash my face, cleanse my face, moisturize it, and then go ahead and prime it. I used this before I used my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer and loved it. I gave it kind of just a few seconds to kind of tighten my skin, and that is something you definitely feel, and I guess that would be a drawback if you're not someone who likes that like almost drying feeling on your skin, because it is kind of tightening, but like the benefits just like totally outweigh that for me, and I don't mind that even a little. It doesn't have a funky scent to it. It doesn't feel really chemically. I just love it. It just feels so natural, and it just works. Definitely recommend this. Alright guys, so that concludes most of what I bought this weekend, and overall I am really happy with everything. Of the stuff I've used, it's been a really good haul for once. I usually get those few products that I'm like, why did I waste my money on this? but truly, I don't feel that about anything I purchased. I've yet to obviously try the Fenty Beauty stuff, but I have a feeling that probably won't let me down. In total, I spent $216 for all of this. And you know what? I'm gonna say it was worth it. I don't regret it. If you'd like to see the review on Fenty Beauty, how it wears, how it looks on my skin tone, or if you'd like to see any other review of a particular foundation in the lightest shade, just go ahead and let me know. Chances are I own probably the major ones, but I'd love to try out something that you guys are curious about. If you have a suggestion that isn't foundation, that's of course okay as well. I have a ginormous makeup collection that I'd love to put to good use. I have a lot of opinions about everything I purchase, so if you have any kind of comparison, any kind of review, just let me know and chances are I will do it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps my channel, helps me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what I could be doing better, and I will see you guys next time. See ya!